have a pick a card reading for you guys today. So I have 3 options to choose from. Option number 1 is the Sun card. Option number 2 is the Star card, and option number 3 is the Moon card. So these cards are all from the Mother Peace Tarot. It's the deck that I'm in love with at the moment. So yeah, take your time in choosing, and I'll be seeing you at your timestamp, okay? Bye. Hello. This is the reading for everyone who chose the Sun. Okay, I'm going to start with some animal oracle cards, so I see where you guys are at. Okay, so things have been pretty serious. You might have been losing faith. You've been going on a bit of a pendulum swing recently between believing one thing to believing another thing, or seeing one thing to seeing the opposite. There's been a lot of polarized, your energy field is very, very polarized, and it's causing a lot of confusion because you're thinking in terms of black and white, so you're seeing things as having to be A or B rather than both, because you got this and that are true. Also, you guys, my cat is in the room because I'm looking after her, and she's making some noise, so just keep in mind that's what the noise is. She's just being very playful, which is funny because you also got be playful. So this and that are true. Kitty! Stop. Stop! No. She's like burning my mattress too. Okay, so this and that are true. Be playful and let spirit be your guide. So there may be like this thing in you where you feel like you have to do everything alone recently, or you've got these beliefs coming up of like no one will help me, or I'm always alone, or something like that. And Spirit's sort of saying, like, remember that that's your inner child, or at least that those beliefs were developed as a child. You know, so have a bit more flexibility with it. Don't take that voice in your head that is so negative and that is so limiting. You know, don't identify with that. Don't let it rule you, or don't believe that to the point where you just feel miserable. Because this and that are true. You know, expand what you're allowing to be real or true, because it's going to allow you to feel a lot less confused, because you're going to be able to bring things more into wholeness, you know, a cohesive kind of system. Because right now your energy field is really, really split up, and it's making you feel really unsafe, which is fair enough. Your inner child really needs some attention, some love right now, okay? And even the Sun, like the wisdom of the Sun card is about truth. It's about truth, it's about playfulness, and it's about strength, you know, knowing that you are strong enough to make it through this. And you're strong enough to bring things into a place of wholeness, which is really healing. I think you're undergoing enormous change right now. I can see that this healing process is literally pushing you to your limits. But that's how we grow, that's how we go beyond. And I think Spirit wants you to somehow reframe it a bit. Reframe it into, you know, like giving yourself permission to be a work in progress, and knowing that you don't have to do it all alone, and that you are divinely supported. And Spirit is your guide, you know, in this life. Okay, what other guidance do you have if group 1's feeling stuck right now, Spirit? Got the 10 of Cups. That's like very, very happy times ahead. Really, really happy times ahead. Like absolute fulfillment, basically. So what? Where's that at, Spirit? The Empress. Very, very close. Wow. Sorry, it's hard with the circle card. It's funny. They're also really small. Anyway, so you got the Empress. I just love this imagery. This is saying, like, check in with your values. Check in with how you're using your time and your resources. Is it serving you? Do you feel full? Do you feel like you're giving things away? It's really about checking in with yourself, because this could also mean that you're going to meet someone soon, possibly a lady friend, a woman who's very, very sensual, beautiful, and really, really in that goddess energy, you know, that goddess energy of creation and, you know, just that power that is in the goddess archetype, like the power of creation to give birth, the power of bleeding without being injured by that. Every month we can do that. Like, this is goddess power that we have. Like, it's so sad that it's been so diminished, you know. So this could either symbolize a woman in your life, or it could be around your relationship with your femininity. Again, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you still have feminine in you. So it's like, are we valuing our feminine, or are we degrading our feminine? Because I think, yeah, it's like when you can bring this Empress energy into your life, like however that looks for you and whatever's most appropriate for you, it's going to just bring you so much fulfillment, like overflowing fulfillment. It could also indicate that your sex life is improving. Things are getting more intimate maybe as well, like less... It's like intimacy in a much more fulfilling way. And I mean, Spirit's message is pretty clear, hey. I'll just pull one more card to finish. Oh, this one wants to come out. The Sun of Wands. So this is the Knight of Wands. So this is saying, get your ideas out into the world. What are you really passionate about? You know what you're really passionate about. And do that. Like, really do that. Taking action that's really in alignment with your values. So taking right action, and maybe even praying and asking Spirit, what is right action? How do I move forward? Or how do I bring myself into more alignment with my values? Or how do I bring my ideas into the world? You know, you can ask for help, because Spirit is your guide and Spirit has your back. Okay, thank you, group 1. This was just a very little reading just to check in with everyone and be like, Spirit's there, don't worry, you got this, okay? Much love, bye. Hello! This is the reading for everyone who chose the star. Incredible. Where are we going to start? I'm going to start with some of these animal cards, just to check in where you're at. Ooh. There is always enough. Koi-fish spirit. Okay, so you guys have been going to scarcity a lot recently, which is fair enough. Time for a beginner mind. Okay, so this is saying, basically Spirit would like you to know that your mind right now is keeping you feeling stuck, because you're only allowing your perception to be that of one of scarcity. And so your mind is really having a lot of power over you right now, and you're believing a lot of falsities. And there is an element of this feeling normal, natural, and safe for you. You know, you feel like it's safer to feel like there's not enough, or that I'm not enough. Well, yeah, because it applies to everything in life. When we see scarcity, we see everything as not being enough. You know, our partner, our husband or wife, anyone isn't enough, and it's so damaging. It's a very violent kind of belief, but it's rampant, you know. So it's not to say it's like, oh, you've got this thing. It's like, no, we all have this tendency, but for you right now, it's just a little bit stronger. It's a little bit stronger than maybe it can be at times for you. So Spirit's saying, like, kind of the beginner mind thing is like, kind of to clear your mind, you know, just clear the slate and almost start again in a way that is really, really checking in with what you want to believe. Because belief work is really intense, you guys. Belief work is like, okay, we see the tip of the iceberg, right? And that's simply what is showing up in our life already. And then beneath that iceberg is so much. Beneath that iceberg, at basically the deepest level, is a core belief, or a couple of them usually. We all have maybe a few, maybe 3, maybe 4, usually runs like a little story. So we have these core beliefs that really trip us up in life, like, I'll never be enough. There's no one out there for me, or I'm just not good enough, or I'll never make it because everyone else is successful, so there's no like success left over for me. It's this kind of stuff, and it's this kind of mind chatter that keeps us small, keeps us stuck in a little box of our own creation. So Spirit's kind of saying, like, free yourself from your own mind, and only you can do that. A lot of the time, we're looking to spiritual teachers, or we're looking for answers anywhere, but it's like the only place we'll actually make a shift, a change that will feel good, that will feel like life is worth living again, is when we find that answer in here, in our heart. It's not found in our mind. The full time for a rebirth, you guys. Sorry, this chair's a little bit shit. The full. So it's time for a complete new beginning. Yeah, time for a beginner mind. Yeah, I think Spirit's even saying, like, don't limit yourself right now in any way, especially in terms of, sometimes we don't realize this, but when we think about our future, or when we think about what we want in life, we actually only allow ourselves to think about it in terms of what we already know, or what we have already experienced. So what is already in our known space. But Spirit's saying, like, this new beginning coming in for you, it will be in the realm of the unknown, so you cannot predict it. So you might not be able to see it right now, right? So it's bringing a lot of anxiety, a lot of like, oh my God, there's not enough, I'm not enough, it's not going to work. But Spirit's saying, like, there's so much going on right now that you can't see. And it's going to just, like, catapult you into this new space where everything is possible, because that's the truth of the situation, is that everything is possible. Okay, so when is this change coming in, Spirit? When you believe. Oh. Yeah, when you shift your beliefs, it'll come. You guys, belief work isn't something that happens overnight. It's something that I'm going to make a video on, because I've been working, like, fiercely with myself on my beliefs, because I want to be able to help people with it too. I mean, it's for me ultimately, but it's also because when we are healed, we are not healed alone, of course, in miracles. So this new beginning is coming in for you when you decide to stand up to your own beliefs. You guys, I have to show you something. Okay, so this is something that I made yesterday. It's got some light language on it, but it's in the center, it's a circle, and I wrote down basically the opposite of what all of my beliefs are that I identified that were ruining my life. So I wrote down the opposite of them, and do you want to hear? So just imagine what the opposite of these are. You can imagine, right? But this is how we want it to sound. Okay. I am loved. I am lovable. I am supported. I ask for help with ease. I receive help with love. I am abundant. I am enough. So basically I have this in my room where I can look at it every day. But this is what I mean, like this is at the deepest level. There's a voice in us saying, I'm not lovable, I'm not supported, and I'll never be supported. And like I can't ask for help because no one's ever there for me, or I can't receive love because I'm not deserving of it, or I can't receive help because I don't deserve it, or I'm not enough, and there's not enough, and there won't be enough. Do you see how it gets, that vibration really carries on itself, doesn't it? So yeah, this is my, well, it's not mine, it's Spirit's guidance. All right. Do you have anything else you just want to leave it with? Okay, Spirit saying, ask your angels for help. Ask your angels to help you with releasing these beliefs. Ask Archangel Michael, actually. He is really, really helpful when we are ready to slice away something that doesn't serve us, whether it be a person, a place, a situation, a job, whatever. So call in Archangel Michael. Ask for his help with his sword, you know. You could even do a cord cutting meditation. There are hundreds online. There's just, there's a lot shifting in you though, group 2. So like keep it in mind that there's a lot shifting in you, and that we can't always see on the outside what's going on the inside. And that when our beliefs are being reorganized in the way that they are right now, or what I believe is happening for you guys, it's very, very confusing and tumultuous, etc. But, you know, it will start reflecting on the outside soon. It will. It has to. Okay? So hang in there. You are supported, you are safe, and you are loved. Bye. Hello. So this is the reading for everyone who chose the moon. I'm trying to see how to... I love the imagery on this card as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with these animal cards just to check in with where you're at. Surrender now and truth transcends illusion. Okay. So, Spirit's saying that you guys have been a little bit holding on to some illusions in your life recently, and that it's causing you a lot of distress, discomfort, and actually suffering. And that the way out of this stuck feeling, or the way out of this intense period of suffering for you, is actually to surrender the illusion to Spirit and trust that truth will carry you. Because, you know, surrendering illusions is not an easy thing to do, but holding on to them past their, you know, use by date is worse. Truth will always come through, you know. Can't really avoid it. Alright, so what else is going on? Okay, so we got the Queen of Pentacles, oh my gosh, and the Queen of Swords. Wow. Oh, okay, Queen of Pentacles came out first. How beautiful is the imagery on these cards? Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So this is showing you your path out of this illusion or this pain or whatever it is you're holding on to. And really, Spirit's just saying, okay, so it's really time to get back to basics in terms of self-care, because that might have slipped away for you recently. You know, it's often the first thing to go is our self-care, unfortunately, when things get busy or stressful or intense or whatever, challenging. So Spirit's saying keep that nurturing thing happening for you. You know, you need to be looking after yourself in very, very practical ways. So getting enough sleep, getting enough water, moving your body, maybe even just a walk every day, you know, just so you feel human and alive. And then the next queen, both your queens are here to say, you just need an injection or an influx of femininity as well. I think things have gotten too harsh in the masculine aspect of yourself. Like, just in terms of maybe you have been really hard on yourself and expecting a lot from yourself, which is obviously a good thing to expect a lot from yourself. But keep in mind that, so we kind of so if we come back to basics, it's like, just always do your best, right? Always do your best. But our best is different depending on how we feel. So if we're feeling like at a really low point in life, our best is going to look different. And that we have to allow that. We have to let that be okay. So the Queen of Swords, the wisdom of the Queen of Swords, in this deck, they have different names for Queen, King, Page and stuff, but it's the Queen of Swords, the Priestess of Swords. So she's really saying to you, say no to people, put up a boundary and put yourself first and tell the truth. The truth will set you free. If there's been something you don't know how to be honest with about someone, try to find the courage to do it, because when you release that fear of the truth coming out or of having to be confronted with the truth, you know, you're freeing up a lot of internal energy to use in other ways. So yeah, really clear message around surrendering to the truth and allowing the truth to really set you free. Yeah, see, the imagery of this card of the Queen of Swords is like kind of like a crone woman or a woman releasing a bird free, setting a bird free. And that bird is you. So it's like, set yourself free with the truth. And sometimes the truth is saying no to people, or it's not seeing someone anymore, or it's, you know, sometimes the truth isn't easy, but it is freedom. Okay, what else is there, Spirit? Nine of Swords. Okay, so you guys are very, very anxious. Very, very anxious. There's still an element, though, of this fear and this anxiety being about something that is not yet in form. So nothing has necessarily happened, but there's a very intense anticipation of something happening or something coming. Yes, it's very, very intense for you guys. I can feel it. So, what is Spirit's guidance? It's the same thing. Clear your vision of the illusion and the truth will set you free. Truth is your divinity. You see how this owl has a crown? It's saying like, you are a queen or a king, whatever you rather. And yeah, to just own that, you know? Own your worth is what I'm hearing. Own your worth. And know that even if someone doesn't like our truth, it's the truth, you know? It's what is. Even if people don't like us anymore, that's the truth. That's what is. You know, that's important information about that person as well. Maybe you don't want them in your life then if they don't, you know, if they're not patient with the fact that we're all making mistakes, all kinds of stuff. So I think really you need to bring a gentle touch to yourself and to people, and to really, really, really try and find the highest perspective available to you at this time, and to know that, yeah, this anxiety is very real for you. I'm not trying to say it's not, but that, you know, like we talked about, the path out of that is to look after yourself, and it's to speak up for yourself, and it's to put up boundaries, to say no, to be assertive, and to speak your truth. Okay. I'm sending a lot of love to you, Group 3, because I can feel how intense this time is. Okay. You're going to make it through it though, okay? Much love. Bye.